Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Hope you are doing well. Today I am back with you an amazing podcast again. So today we have Karthik with us who has successfully completed his TCS NQT exam and secured 83 percentage. And today in this video we are talking all about this TCS NQT exam and what it is, why it is matters, and the opportunities it offers, and the most importantly what is the exam is about and how to crack it with a good percentage. So, if you are someone who are preparing for the NQT exam and this video is absolutely clear from starting to ending to you. Hope this video will be helpful for you. Before we dive in, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's begin with the session. So, hi, Karthik.
Hello, Bhavna, and hello, everyone.
Yeah, can you please brief introduce yourself?
So my name is B. Nadasai Karthik. I'm a final year information technology student in RN Institute of Technology, Pune. I'm currently in my fourth year and I'll be graduating in June. I recently attended the TCS NQT exam in the month of March, uh, which I have been preparing since around an year. When I had first heard about college placements and heard that we had to start preparation. Uh, Since entering into this phase, it was important to actually prepare for aptitude as well as the technical side of things. So I focused mainly on my aptitude to improve the foundational sections and also the programming to crack interviews and all. And also I focused on building problem solving skills so as to actually clear the exam with a better score.
So, what made you decide to take this exam seriously?
Generally, I prefer test-based exams over direct hiring. I actually was searching for some exams to get into the tech zone where I could actually write a structured exam, get an interview call, and then clear it. So I first when I searched for exams, I heard about TCS NQT, which was conducted by TCS Ion itself, where if we get a good score, we could get an opportunity to interview with TCS or its partner companies. Considering it as a very good opportunity, I applied for the exam, prepared for it, and I'm currently in the phase where I will be applying for companies.
So, who is eligible to write this exam?
I think all streams are eligible. There are separate sections in this exam where it is also for non-IT people and IT people. In IT, I think all the branches coming under CSC and IT, people from 21 to 27 batches are eligible for the exam which I wrote. Generally, it's the same for all. Around 2 plus years, around 2 years of experienced candidates can write. Above that, I think it's not eligible. And for non-IT, there are various sections such as aptitude, and then for BFSI, like banking industry exams.
So, when it comes to students, so do the second year students or the third year students to eligible for this exam, and why should these students consider this NQT exam actually?
So basically speaking, third year students are eligible, but I don't think second years are eligible because it's too early in the cycle. And also the importance of this exam is that it gives you a structured pathway to problem solving. Like if you develop aptitude and programming skills, you can test yourself through this exam to actually see where you stand among the competition in this competitive market these days.
Is it only for the TCS or usually for the other companies too?
No, it's not limited to TCS itself. Basically, yes, you can get an interview call from TCS directly, but it also has around 4,000 partner companies, out of which around 1,800 are for IT. So you can apply to those as well on the ION portal, which TCS itself has after clearing the exam using the scorecard, which is valid for 2 years.
So, could you please share the fee structure of this exam?
Yeah, for IT, it was around 1,000 rupees, 999 for the IT one. For cognitive section alone, like if you want to test only aptitude, its fees is around 599. And for the BFSI exam, again, it's I guess 999 itself.
So, what are the opportunities did you get after scoring the good marks? Like you have scored 83%, right? So, what are the opportunities you get after completing this?
Currently, the opportunities aren't huge because I haven't properly applied because of the hiring cycle freeze. But using this score, I have gotten some responses from recruiters and all, considering my profile for shortlisting faster. But yeah, basically, I have to apply through the TCS Ion portal, which I have done very less because of role specific hiring. Like I want to target specific roles of analyst. So the opportunities currently are less, but the hiring cycle again will start, I guess, in June. So I'm planning to apply then.
Do you get any interview calls through this NQT exam?
Right now, no, but I haven't. I have applied to TCS next to the TCS Next Step portal. So I expect an interview call around May's third week or fourth week.
Okay. So, what roles can students expect through this exam?
There are many roles like system engineer, associate systems engineer, then specialist programmer in Infosys companies, and then basic software developer roles in the entry level, and also analyst, etc.
So, what do you think about does clearing NQT guarantee a job?
No, it won't guarantee a job because it's just an exam to test your skills. Ultimately, you have to apply to companies, and if your profile gets shortlisted with the resume which you apply, they based on that you would get a call for the interview. Again, if you get an interview call, clearing it is again depends on the person who is giving the interview. So based on his skills, he may or may not get the job direct.
It means if you secure a good score, then you'll definitely get a call from interview call from the TCS or might be the companies which are under this TCS this exam, right?
Yeah, if you apply after getting a good score, you strongly have chances to get an interview call.
So could you please share how valuable this NQ2 score is important in the industry?
Well, yeah, from my experience and research, this score actually helps get getting shortlisted faster. It helps you get shortlisted faster in the process. And also, if you apply to the partner companies through the TCS Ion portal, you can expect a good package as an entry level developer or an analyst in a good company, since it has partner companies. And also, it helps. And if you score heavily in the aptitude section, it sets a baseline to actually not hire you based on the aptitude test and directly go through the interviews for that specific role.
Okay. So can you explain the complete exam pattern?
Yeah, from what I remember, the exam has five sections. The first section is the basic aptitude one, where there is a numerical ability section. Next is the verbal ability, which again has 20 questions and 25 minutes. Then comes the quantitative section, which again has 25 minutes of time and it has 15 questions. It's a bit harder than the first two. Then there is a mathematical section again, which is of 25 minutes. Uh, yeah, this was the basic aptitude section. Then there is advanced coding, which has two questions. One is given 35 minutes, the other 55 minutes. The total is around 1 hour 40 minutes. So if you prepare well for the coding section, you get a lot of time, but skipping through the sections is not allowed. So it's better to actually understand the question more deeply and provide a more optimized approach. That's the best way to completely utilize the time for the coding section. Then there is the psychometric test of half an hour.
So which section is most important for scoring high?
The most important section to score high is the aptitude section itself. The first section, it carries 1800 marks in total. The three sections divided have 600 marks each. This is the main priority section where it can heavily impact the score, the final score of yours. Then comes the advanced programming section, which can significantly boost your programming profile a lot. and last is the psychometric section, which doesn't carry much weight in the whole process.
So, what are the portions that included in the psychometric that you have mentioned in the last section?
The psychometric test is just a basic one where they ask you the leadership skills, then the ability to communicate. How would you work if you were in a team, and about your leadership skills, about your versatility, about your pressure handling situation. So it was just a basic questions.
Are they MCQs or like just we have to type?
They were MCQs. All are MCQs.
So, what topic are included in the syllabus?
Basically, the syllabus is generalized, but in the programming, it's already known that you have to learn DSA till graphs or trees, which is maximum beneficial. And in the aptitude section, it's basically numerical ability, percentages, ratios, then cost and profit, and then some reasoning types like coding, decoding, then relations.
Are there any frequently repeated topics?
Yeah, basically important topics such as percentages, ratios, then blood relations, and then number series, patterns, and all. These are the most repeated questions which are high scoring and more frequently asked every time. There may be some one or two surprise questions which I don't guess much time will be given for them. So you can leave them and prepare for the frequent ones.
So, we must focus on aptitude as well as the technical, right? To crack this exam. So, how do you feel the difficulty level? Whether it is medium or hard or easy level?
Basically, easy to medium, I would say. My shift was easy to medium. Generally, it's around medium to hard level only. Because aptitude itself is a lot of time consuming one because there are a lot of questions and less time, so you have to properly invest your time. But the coding section for me it was a bit easier because I prepared the topics earlier. But otherwise, it's a bit of a medium to hard one.
So, what type of questions are common?
Uh, the common questions include, as I said, percentages ones, then the cost and profit ones, in the numerical ones. Then there is time series and number series patterns, and then this was in the aptitude section, and then there is advanced aptitude as well, which contains advanced reasoning, which is a bit harder. It contains some concepts, the same concepts, but in a
So, in the technical, DSA is required, right? So, which is like we have to go for the basic enough, or we have to go the medium like that.
Advanced DSA is not required, but concepts till graphs or trees. Basically, graphs are enough. Learning trees is a bit difficult if you have lesser time, but if you have time to learn, it's better to learn graphs and trees as well till those concepts to actually have a strong grasp of the questions and the ability to attempt questions at a faster rate and also with an optimized approach.
So, in the coding round, you have mentioned we have two questions. So, is there any particular language option, or else we can choose our own language?
But there were 5 language options given to us. It was Java, Python, C++, C, and there was one other language which wasn't, I think, very famous. So basically, these 4 languages are very popular. So you can choose any.
Could you please share us which language you have used and which programming language is the best to use?
Uh, I used Python language because I am familiar with it, as I have been using it for my projects and all. I'm looking to enter as an analyst and become a data scientist in the future. So I align with Python more. Uh, it's a bit easier as well to learn the syntax and attempt questions at a faster rate.
So, could you please share your preparation strategy and how you started your preparation?
So when I got to know about the placement season last year, I started preparing with my aptitude. Actually, sharpened my skills in the mentioned topics before. I also, used previous year papers which are available online, and actually practiced as a simulation to actually get some real time, experience as to how to attempt the paper. I used Prepinsta's aptitude questions as well, which are freely available. So yeah, this was my preparation.
So, what was your daily routine to crack this exam?
Daily routine, I would say, I would prepare around 5 to 6 hours a day at that time, because I had less than 2 months to prepare for the placements. Daily for 5 to 6 hours to actually prepare both from the aptitude side as well and the technical side. I also used to build projects at that time to be ready for the placement season.
How long a time did you take to reach this 83 plus level percentage in NQT?
Basically, aptitude preparation I had in my ninth and tenth itself. So it was basically revision for me. I was preparing mainly for the technical side of things, so as to get interview calls and then clear them. So it would take roughly 2 to 3 months for a absolute beginner to get a grasp of the basic concepts to get a good score in the exam, like around 70%. But if a candidate is really serious and wants above 85% to actually crack the coding round, even with a better score, I would say around 6 months is needed, definitely.
6 months.
Yeah, because the coding section is a bit harder if you are starting from scratch.
Okay. So, what are the resources that you have used, and what are the resources or the platform did you suggest to the viewers or anyone who are preparing for the exam?
Basically, I would say I used Prepinsta's materials for the aptitude section. I also have my own aptitude PDFs downloaded from various sources online, which is freely available to all. Then for DSA, I prepared using YouTube's DSA course. It was basically a course which returns the money after you complete the. So I basically enrolled for it to actually test my dedication towards it. So I completed that course. I would recommend it to anyone because it properly teaches us many things, and also provides structured assignments as well to actually test our knowledge.
Is it completely free or paid?
Like the Prepinsta ones and the online ones are free, but the Tutude course is 700 rupees initially. But if you complete the course within 3 months, it is said that the money is refunded. Like I'm currently enrolled in it, so I haven't tested the refund process, but it's actually looking genuine. So I would recommend it.
So, have you taken any mock test before directly get into this NQT exam?
As such, there are no proper mock tests for this, but the career portal itself has a test designed like this. I attempted one attempt is included in the triple line which we pay for the exam when we register. So they give us a mock test simulation themselves. So I attempted that and actually got some knowledge about how the exam looks, and yeah, appeared for this.
So, throughout from your preparation to the cracking this TCS NQT exam, so do you feel anywhere have done any mistakes? So, if you have done, just share with us and anyone who are preparing for the this exam. So, could you please tell what the mistakes they should not do this?
So yeah, I did make many mistakes during my preparation. I used to over focus on perfection rather than consistency. So rather than solving 50 questions perfectly in a day, do 20. But if even if they are wrong, learn from it. This was what I would suggest. Also for DSA, I would say consistency matters a lot, because if you lose grip over programming even for a week, it becomes difficult to gain grasp of the things again after a week. So I used to actually skip programming because of various college tasks, and then I would feel as if I was starting from scratch. So I would say to others that if you are doing DSC preparation, then do it consistently every day. At least one problem a day would actually help you keep the grip of things, and yeah, that would help in the preparation a lot.
It's really great that you have managed your academics as well as you have cracked this TCS NQT. It's not a small thing. It's really appreciable to you.
Yeah, thank you. It wasn't an easy task, but yeah, ultimately we have to manage a lot of things together. That is how we learn how to actually organize our tasks and prepare consistently for anything.
So, what should someone do if they have only 3 months to crack this TCS NQT exam? How to crack only if they have 3 months?
So if a person has only 3 months, I would suggest focusing on the basics and also more on the aptitude section because it is a highly scoring section. You could significantly boost your score based on the aptitude itself because it contains 1800 marks. And then I would suggest focusing on the technical side, the basics of the technical side. Like in the DSC, I would say learning topics like arrays, linked lists, stack, queue, etc. Uh, if possible, if he has time, then I would say graphs and trees. But till for these four concepts, I would say it is must and should so as to get a grip of things and actually attempt the questions in the exam.
So in the technical part, I want to ask one question. Like, we have to go depth into the problem solving, or else some topics are enough. Is there any specific topics we should cover so that we can able to crack this technical part later?
I would say you have to go into depth of arrays and linked lists since they are the most basic ones. Then stacks and queues are important, but you do not need to go completely deep into that. Around basic concepts and then some questions on stacks and queues from lead code would help. Then yeah, for these four concepts are the most important ones because questions are repeated from these categories. And I would say hash map is a concept which helps optimize the approach if that's what candidates are looking for. But yeah, basically these four are the most important ones.
So we have two questions right in the in the coding round. So does both two questions are come from the DSC, or one from the basic and second from the DSA, or else how it will come?
Yeah, so both questions are from the data structures itself. I had both questions from arrays section itself. One was based on basic array question. One was a basic array question, and the second one was using a hash map where we had to actually get the result. I don't remember the questions exactly, but yeah, both were from arrays concepts itself.
So you have not remembered the questions.
Um, Not right now. I don't guess I remember them. Properly.
Okay, cool. So what should second year students should start doing now if they want to crack and they're right in the third year?
Yeah, I would suggest them to focus first on the aptitude section, so that they can get a good score in that. I would suggest properly utilizing the free resources available online to prepare themselves and be ready for the questions I asked in the NQT exam or in the college placements also. It helps for both. And for DS and for the technical section, I would say start learning DSA as I suggested the four basic topics, and also go into the depth of DSA if you have the time to actually leverage those skills. And you have to also balance these using the projects which you build in the second and third year to be better prepared for the interviews in the future.
Could you please tell what kind of questions they may appear in the exam actually? Like maybe in the aptitude, not the topics, like questions in the technical as well as in the aptitude. If you could.
Just a second, let me remember. There are some basic questions like there was the number series question where a series of numbers was given and we had to find the odd one out. Like basically, it would be a multiplication of those numbers, and then there would be odd number which wasn't fitting in into that multiplication pattern. Then there was a question in the advanced coding, advanced quantitative part, where there was a question which said which asked the price of articles sold based on the selling price and the cost price. There was a discount as well, so we had to find the selling price of those articles from a particular seller, and then basically the quantitative. This was the quantitative section. The verbal ability contains basic English questions like filling the gap with using conjunctions and then verbs and all. In the coding section, I distinctly remember the question a bit. It was about storing storing an array and then retrieving elements from it using a target variable. This was the basic question in the arrays. The other question I don't remember, but yeah, basically the questions are around this pattern.
Oh, thanks for sharing. And if we write any exam, we might be feel stress. So we have to balance the academics and have a lot of things to do. So how did you face the stress and the self doubt, and how did you stay consistent? And what mindset is required to crack this TCS NQT exam?
So yeah, you did touch upon an important point. Stress is a volatile point here. Uh, Basically, if you feel stressful, I would suggest take a rest and then restructure your thinking, because in the exam itself you would face a lot of stress, because there would be sections coming thick and fast. So basically, preparing using speed is also important, so as to not stress out in the exam and then not be able to solve the questions properly. Time management is the most important thing here. So I would suggest improving the speed by doing more and more questions in a shorter span of time to actually better manage the impact of the score and all. Other than that, I would say, yeah, that's all.
So what pattern did you observe in the exam?
Regarding the questions or regarding the time?
Time as well as the questions.
Yeah, so what I observed was I gave the mock exam as I said beforehand itself. So in that only I got the timing concept where the sections were divided into specific time slots and we could not skip between sections. So actually familiarized myself with the timing and all. Then I noticed that questions were basically from known patterns itself. So if you practice beforehand the set topics, you could identify the questions and then solve them at a much faster rate rather than being the surprise questions.
So, what separates an average student from the topper, do you think?
Uh, I wouldn't say there is much separation because it always depends on this. But yeah, an average student would focus only on some parts of the exams which he prepares for, and a topper focuses on all the important concepts, and he also revises using previous year questions, which is the most important thing, because even in the coding section some questions the patterns repeat itself. So focusing on previous year questions and also on the time management, an average student wouldn't properly manage the time because he would face difficulty in attempting all the questions, or at least most of the questions. So top candidates should ideally focus on time management as well, so as to get a better score.
Karthik, if you start again, so what would you do differently?
So if I would start again, I would mostly focus on my aptitude speed of attempting the aptitude section, because even though I got a good score, I had still left a few questions because they require much faster time management, and also I would polish my aptitude skills a lot, because ultimately you can't remember everything in the exams. So you have to prepare accordingly to remember the maximum of things, so as to get better understanding. And also for the technical section, I would again learn DSA much more consistently, because I wasn't that consistent before. So This is what I would do differently.
Okay, then in one line, so what is the smartest way to crack TCS NQT exam with a good score and crack the interview?
So if I had to summarize in one line, I would say getting a good score around 80 and above 80% using the aptitude and the technical sections, balancing them is the most optimal strategy to crack this exam. Preparing consistently over 2 to 3 months, you could achieve considerable efforts. It would need considerable efforts, but you would see the good results after this preparation and exam attempt.
So, what is the minimum criteria or the minimum marks to go to the next level, like for an interview? So, what is the minimum score?
Basically, it varies a lot every year, but generally, from my research, I got this that around 1900 to 2000 marks would get you the ninja calls from the TCS itself. But to actually seriously get an interview call from the partner companies and TCS itself, I would suggest, as usual, the score should be above 80% to be a top tier candidate to guaranteely get an interview call from the partner companies or the TCS if you apply to them.
Thanks for sharing your valuable insights, Karthik. Hope we wish you to get into an TCS very soon. And I'm sure that this video is going to helpful for the students or the people who are preparing for the TCS NQT exam. So if you find this video is useful, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comment below. We will try to help you out. All the best for your preparation and prepare smart, stay consistent and you will definitely crack this exam. Thanks for watching.